is within the parentheses, starting with the x and then the 4. What's the product of negative 1/2 and x, my kids? Negative 1/2 x. And what is the product of negative 1/2 and positive 4? What kind of 2? Negative 2. Easiest error number 1. I have students that end up with a positive 2 there. Okay, so it's very important that when you have sign issues, you pay attention to those. All of that is equal to 16. Can we solve from here? Yeah, go back to the old steps that you guys did yesterday. What will be the first thing you do? Add 2. I'm condensing it here. What's the next thing you do? Can't divide by a fraction, so you multiply by the reciprocal. Yep, good. Which is, the reciprocal of this is what? Positive or negative? Yep, sign of the reciprocal of a number is the same as the number. So in the end, x is equivalent to negative 36. Okay? Moving on to number 33. Exactly the same thing, folks. Exactly the same thing. It's just simply written with the is on the left. 21 is equal to negative 3/2 of x and negative 2. Start distributing. Where it can feel tricky is right here, the 3/2 and the 2. So negative 3/2 x plus, what do you get when you do negative 3/2 multiplied by 2 over 1, that second piece? Negative 3, well, negative times negative, positive. There's that mistake again. It's an easy one to make. Subtracting 3 gives you 18. And what happens when I multiply by the reciprocal? What do you guys get? I'll give you guys a second to figure it out. Yep. If you said negative 12, you're right. Number 35 simply involves us doing a little distributing and doing a little like term collecting. So we'll practice that. This is number 35. Okay, here it is. Always deal with parentheses first. Do not try and start subtracting this 19. Don't do that. Parentheses first. Okay. Next, combine like terms. And that's the 15 negative and the 19 positive, right? Mm-hmm. So 3a plus 4. What do we do from here? Okay. Add and subtract, which we're going to subtract 4. And then here is where we perform any multiplication or division. Negative 2. All right. 37 and 39 are exactly the same. Okay? 37 and 39 are the same kind of thing. I'm not working those with you. If you feel like you need more practice about this after, come see me and we'll work them together. I'm more interested in working 41 and 43 with you. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and flip over. Forty-one. And by the way, these last two here are similar to example 3 on page 108 from yesterday. So here's number 41. 41 says 2x minus 1 divided by 3 is equal to 5. Remember on the previous one we did the parentheses first before we started messing with the, what was it, a 19? What that really is saying is you do any symbols of grouping symbols first. And that division bar indeed is a grouping symbol which needs to be dealt with before we can do anything. So in this case, we have to deal with the division bar because it is a grouping symbol. Okay? Because it's there, you have to deal with it. To do that, we're going to clean it up by multiplying by that number, which is that 3. Gotta make it look like I'm multiplying. Ugh. So you end up with 2x minus 1 being equivalent to the product, which is 15. Now it's easy, right? The 3's canceled here, the product here. Adding 1 and dividing by 2, you have your answer. This component right here is the key. Last one for today. Zero is equivalent to 8 minus 2x divided by 5. Lizzie, what do you think I got to deal with first? Good. Yep. Multiply both sides by the 5. Cancel, cancel. 0 is now equal to, unfortunately, that product there. 8 minus 2x. What do I do next? Lee, what do you think I do next? Well, if I add 8, I'm going to end up with 16 minus 2x is 8. Right, why subtract? So in other words, because this is positive, we got to subtract it. Good. Just wanted to make sure you understood why I corrected you there. So x is going to be what, a positive 4? Okay. Not too bad, right? This one right here creates problems. Somehow when this 0 gets involved, then this becomes confusing. Don't let the order of the number and then the variable term confuse you. Just because it's written in this order doesn't mean it's still not the same thing as, say, 0 is equal to negative 2x plus 8. These two pieces are the same thing, only written reversed. That's all that you're seeing different there. All right, the rest is up to you.